My name is Susan Scollie, and I'm an audiologist. I also am a faculty member here at the University of Western Ontario. In our laboratory, we look at how to provide the best hearing aids for infants and young children. Our laboratory has been working with SoundRecover and a prototype of SoundRecover for a number of years now. We did a series of clinical field trials, and we also worked on developing a fitting method for fitting the SoundRecover parameters for children. We looked at sound quality, we looked at how well people understand speech sounds, and we looked at how clearly people produce speech sounds in their own speech. We sometimes get asked if SoundRecover is an appropriate technology for children who have mild to moderate hearing loss. People often think of this technology as something that's really aimed at people with severe to profound hearing loss. And certainly the people that we tested who had severe to profound hearing loss did well with the technology. We also, however, tested a small group of children who had mild to moderate hearing loss. Those children mostly benefited from SoundRecover, and those who didn't do any worse with it than they did without it. Our lab very frequently gets asked about fitting infants with SoundRecover because we did testing with children, older school-age children with SoundRecover. Often we don't have good evidence to tell us about specific hearing aid technologies for fitting with infants. If I think about any of the other higher technologies we have with infants, we typically don't have clinical field trials on the infant population. So often we have to infer, based on data collected on older children, whether or not we think an infant would benefit. Certainly we know that for some hearing losses, some infants are going to have a hard time hearing those highest pitched sounds of speech. And that if we don't intervene with something additional that will let them hear those sounds, that they're going to go many years not hearing those sounds, and that probably is going to impact their speech and language development. On those grounds, perhaps a carefully monitored trial with something like SoundRecover is warranted, particularly when the clinician ensures that the hearing aid fitting has enough amplification to make speech sounds audible for the baby. The hearing aid fitting still has to be appropriate. And we should be monitoring in collaboration with parents, in collaboration with speech therapists, speech and language pathologists, auditory verbal therapists, to ensure that the child's development indicates that they are getting appropriate input when the SoundRecover is activated.